So, lads, this is the courtside report for the city slash park slash neighborhood, whatever you want to call it. It's not the same park, but you can think whatever you want. Huge shout out to 2K for sending me this early. I probably won't get this video out before certain people because, well, I got my trailer reaction out first. So we're going to be going over this right now. So, let's have a look. Roughly a week out from release. It's mad that it's been a week out from release. Also, if anyone knows where I can get an Xbox Series S in Ireland or X, either or, DM me on Twitter, please. I'm still in the search for getting one on launch day. But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting one again because of the way that there was split in two completely different development teams. So, Park was what was new gen for 2K14, and this is obviously what is new gen for this year. So I think if you're watching this video, if you're watching this channel, you probably know exactly what Park is. Park was kind of the game mode they brought in, and it really took over as the #1 game mode into the summer of 2016 when the game was released free. That's when MyPLAYER kind of really took over. Before that, it was like My Career, MyTeam, and then Park really took over that summer of 2016. Okay, here's the city at a quick glance. Imagine a map that's many times larger than previous neighborhoods. That could be a good or a bad thing. Design resembles a modern metropolis and city center. 4 distinct boroughs controlled by 4 rival affiliations. That's interesting. That's interesting. I hope it's not too difficult to get around. Okay, so Rookieville. Sitting on the edge lies Rookieville. It's where it'll begin. My players looking to dive into the city that has what must prove their skills among rookie my players. Okay. So you got to play with people that are just starting out the game. That's interesting. And considering how bad you guys think I am at the game, I might be in Rookieville for quite a while. Does not matter that I'm a national playing area champion, that I'm captain of a national pro-am team. I'm still bad at this game according to people. But yeah, sure. Let's see. Boroughs. Affiliations will make. Each has dedicated space north, south, east, west sections. City referred to as boroughs. Each borough has their own vibe and collection of basketball courts decked out in the affiliations logos. Additionally, each affiliation house is in a unique warehouse basketball court. Oh, that's what the warehouse court was from the trailer. And that makes sense. Where my player progression features await more on this below. Okay. Event center. So that's a gigantic building. Sorry. Okay, that's unreal because it looks to be like the event center will show the new event. That actually does look cool, and it's right in the middle, which is perfect. So you can play on your courts, and you go to the middle, and you're right into the event center, which is there. So at least it's looking like you spawn one side and have to go the whole way in 2K18 style, then the very end, which is good. Garage hoops. Exploration is a major part of the experience. City sprinkled around the city, you'll find basketball hoops attached to the side of some buildings. If you look close enough, you happen to see one. Try pulling out your basketball and shooting some hoops with it. If another player passes by and sees you shooting, they'll have the ability to step on the court and shoot with you. From there, you'll have the option to seamlessly launch. Okay. Is this ones that pop up randomly on buildings, or is it just an extra courts around the place? There are large VC multipliers. You can earn these courts each day for your first 5 games played. Great place to start your day off and warm up events. Okay, that kind of makes a little bit of sense. Just kind of like a casual place. But again, I don't really see it being of any use. But again, it's not a bad thing. There's never any necessarily bad things with that. It's one of those ones that's probably indifferent. So people of the city, continuing the team, their quest is an objective giving NPCs. This is something we didn't notice from the trailer. That is madness. That is madness. So you can get quests and objectives such as you'll find yourself doing things all years long. That's a madness. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna be some Far Cry 3 objectives where they ask you to invade rival tribes and stuff? What the hell could this be? It'd be so funny if something like that is the case. Okay, there are 2 lines of quests. First, a series of single-player 3v3 games that you'll be challenged with in the warehouse found in one court of each affiliation. Some of these can be pretty challenging, facing up to some of the best players to ever lace a pair of basketball boots. Oh, that's cool. So, basically, it's almost like TT Online, you're going to be playing as the CPU for those challenges, which makes things interesting. And you know, what I've learned from FIFA is that grinding stuff is a lot easier in co-op. Like if they added co-op modes to my team, it would be so much easier. The other line of quests will encourage you to get out and play games in the city and reward you for doing so. Simple as that, complete. Okay, fair enough. I don't think... Okay, rental courts matter. I was like, the Gatorade facility doesn't really matter too much. Like, well, it's there. It matters, but it's not like it's a selling point of the mode. Rent a course and play however many games you want. What the hell? Wait, no. This makes it sound like you're gonna have to pay VC to play a game. To just play a game. So this looks like private matchmaking might cost you VC. No, that can't be real. That cannot be real. I hope it isn't, but it sounds like it's going to cost you to play private matches. Not great. There's a 5v5 court in the city. Non-affiliate. Okay, non-affiliated courts. That makes sense. Okay, there's a Kobe court, which is really, really interesting. Okay, fireball. Holding court in... Okay, I thought something just dripped there. Holding court in the city is going to come with air prestige, and occasionally you'll see a fireball being used in courts. So when you win 10 games in a row, the ball's used in game. I'm sorry, for guys in park, I'm not sure if it was in park, fireball is one of the most off-putting things ever. It is one of the most off-putting things ever playing a game with fireball. I'm telling you, it's off-putting. Crowds will gather around your court when it happens. It'll be interesting for about a week and then it becomes really off-putting. One of the favorite basketball court designs is sits atop the Pink Diamond Plaza, decked out in fluorescent lights, orchestrated by a resident DJ, hosts the entirety of MyTeam TTO experience. Okay, so is TTO in the menus, or do you have to go in through the park? And I don't get it. Like, if you have to go in through the park to pick your team in TTO, you have to go into the Pink Diamond Plaza to go into a MyTeam menu to go into a game, whereas you can just go into the game and it doesn't make sense. So basically, you have to go from the park into MyTeam back into park, or the city into MyTeam back into city. That doesn't really make sense, but sure, look, it's a new TTO court, I guess. Apparel stores. Look, there's gonna be apparel stores. If you care about that, go for it. It's something. If you don't care about it like me, it's nothing. You can read it. You can read it here. But there's gonna be apparel stores. No point focusing too much on that. Hey, affiliations. There are 4 affiliations. We have the Northside Knights, the South City Vipers, the Beasts of the East, and what team? Wildcats. Get your head in the game. I'm going to be soaring, flying. There's not going to be a star in the city that I can't reach. You better believe I am picking the Wildcats. I wish it was the Eastern Wildcats because they were the East High Wildcats in the movie, but you better believe it. You better believe. No one's picking the Knights or the Beasts of the East. It's either... Actually, some might pick Beasties. It's either going to be Vipers, Beasts of the East, and no one's going to pick Wildcats. And that wasn't born between the years 1995 and 1998. No one else is picking the Wildcats. Okay. Each has their own designated boroughs and affiliation courts. Rep with the Pro 1 by winning a few games in Rookieville. Okay, you have to get the Pro 1 in Rookieville. Yeah, that's not... That might take a while. If you didn't land your affiliation of choice, you can always hit the City Hall. If you're interested in joining a final transfer request. Okay, your rep goes down to Pro 1 while you graduate from Rookieville. I would encourage you to think long and hard before abandoning your team to jump ship. So who will run the City Core Affiliations gameplay? Okay, so player rep. Playing on your own affiliations course has advantages. So you can get your full player rep by playing on your home court. Playing courts, your affiliations, you earn much less rep per game. Okay, so you can still play it. That's cool. So if you aren't really worried about rep and you're just looking to play with your friends, you can still play on the court. That is cool. And then obviously there is rival days and things again. So at least in terms of park and stuff, there's new stuff to do basically. Okay, brand new dynamic. Each affiliate, what? Mayors? What? Like, who's the mayor gonna be? Is it gonna be like Ronnie, Mike Wang, Ticino? Mayors will be creating a sort of videos during their term that will appear in-game on the Jumbotron in the court areas. You can expect your mayor to emit rallying cries. What? But who are the mayors going to be? Custom playlists. Mayors can curate custom music playlists to play within their borough/affiliation boundaries. It's actually a great feature. Okay, that's interesting. But how are the mayors going to be selected? And how do you become elected? Mayors will be interacting same way the polls. Okay, uniform selection, mural design. Let's see how mayors come to be. For the launch, we have hand select the initial candidate spot. It might be some of the biggest names in the NBA 2K community. These are big time influencers. These positions every 6 weeks will be holding an election. I'm playing Park and I am becoming the mayor of the Wildcats. I am becoming the mayor of the Wildcats. And all of my messages will be High School Musical quotes. You better believe it. I will be the mayor of the Wildcats. And every single one of my messages will be a High School Musical quote. Speak it into existence, lads. Speak it into existence. To select the uniform that all members wear. You better believe I'm getting as close as I can to the High School Musical one. Like, you better believe it. You better believe I'm becoming mayor of the Wildcats. Okay, MyPLAYER walking and balling at the same time. Okay. Lots of different balls to express yourself with. You'll have to have one in your inventory. You can compete in Gatorade court rentals and garage hoop games. Okay, so you can dribble around the city, I guess. It'll be a novelty, I guess. Skateboard BMX improvements. That's one of the maddest things where it's like there is some people that care a lot about that, and it's not something that I'd be focused on. I'd be more focused just on the gameplay section of it all. But Beast of the East, there's a very large hill over in the Beast of the East borough that features the longest railgun in the city. Have fun with that one. Like, it's genuinely, it's looking like GTA in a basketball game. That's the scary thing is that that's what we said in 2017 for 2K18. New hairstyles, I'll believe it when I see it. Accessories, apparel. Look, if you're into that, you're into that. That's not something I'm gonna be focused too much on. But yeah. So definitely something interesting. But you better believe I am going to be doing everything I can to become the mayor of Wildcats. And everything will be High School Musical teams. Everything in the affiliation we do, everything will be High School Musical teams if I become the mayor of the Wildcats. Anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. Huge shout out to 2K for sending me this one early. And I know it's a little bit late, but sure, look, it is what it is. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.